Pierre has always been into music. At only 13 years old, he created this group called Reset with his friend Chuck, and he made some decent music, I'll say. But he left the group in 1998, yeah, because he wanted to focus on other things like school, and he felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. So Chuck replaced Pierre with David and added in Jeff and Sebastian, who were all friends from school. And a year later, in 1999, Chuck made up with my son at a concert and told him to come back to the group, see what's up. And so he did, and all five together created Simple Plan. Simple Plan is a well-known pop-rock music group originating from Montreal, Quebec. The group consists of 5 members. There is Pierre Beauvais, who is the lead singer, Jeff Stinko and Sébastien Lefebvre, who are the guitarists. And there's also David Darosier at the bass and Chuck Como at the drums. The band name originated from the movie A Simple Plan, directed by Sam Raimi.
Look at this!
Those are $100 bills.
I bet it's drug money.
You know, what if this guy's a dope dealer? We're just like Robin Hood.
The band was just about to play a gig when they realized that they needed a name. That is, when the producer suggested the name after having watched the movie. They ended up keeping the name. The band released their first album in 2002 titled No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls, which sold over 3 million copies. Since then, they released 5 new albums. Still Not Getting Any in 2004, self-titled EP in 2009, Get Your Heart On in 2011, Get Your Heart On, The Second Coming in 2013, and the most recent, Taking One for the Team in 2016. The band is most known for a song called Welcome to My Life, which was released in 2004 and peaked at number 40 in the Billboard Hot 100, and the music video reached 80 million views. They are also responsible for other great hits such as I'm Just a Kid, Jet Lag,
Good morning, when it's midnight, going out of my head alone.
and Summer Paradise.
Back to summer paradise with you, and I'll be there in a heartbeat. Quick time.
During a concert in Montreal in 2005, the band announced the creation of the Simple Plan Foundation. This foundation aims to help people in need by supporting the victims of life-threatening illnesses. They also donate to charities such as the Make-A-Wish Foundation and NERCAN. In 2009, the group took part in the Canada for Haiti telethon to help the country after the damages of the earthquake. Pierre Beauvais also contributed in recording the song Waving Flight by Kanon, which featured many Canadian artists. All profits went into helping out Haiti.
And broke all my dreams, now feels like defeat, a wretched retreat, so we struggling.
Simple Plan wrote a song called The Heroes, which was featured in the movie Guerre de Tuc, which is a traditional Quebec movie. Simple Plan has fans from all over the world, but mostly in Quebec, Canada. They are very proud of their Canadian identity and aren't scared to show it. Simple Plan has performed at the 2015 Festival in Lévis and at the 2016 Festival d'été in Quebec. They have also sang the Canadian National Anthem at the 2016 NHL Winter Classic in Boston. The band also performed at the closing ceremony of the Olympics in 2010 in Vancouver and also performed at the Ottawa 2012 National Canada Day concert. After sending many emails, Simple Plan has finally accepted us to interview them.
The band has been successful for over 10 years now. What would you say are the highlights of your career?
Getting the opportunity to make our first album, getting our record deal, getting to play with amazing bands, opening up for Green Day, Blink-182, Sugar Ray, touring the world, seeing the planet, going to South America, all over Asia, Australia, South Africa, Canada, US, everywhere. And I think the highlights have been just being able to keep doing what we're doing, just being able to make 4 albums, tour the world, keep our fans, meet our fans, play shows.
In 2005, you announced the creation of the Simple Plan Foundation. Can you describe the growth of the foundation since then?
Every single penny that we make goes back to the foundation, but at the same time, we have to be realistic about our reach. So we try to be active socially in our surroundings. So in Quebec first, in Canada eventually. Now we're doing a lot more stuff with World Child on an international basis. We're very ambitious with this foundation. It could become an international thing eventually, but right now I would say it's mostly national. It's mostly Canadian. Obviously it resonates everywhere else too, but I think we need to focus on making this very stable before we grow. So who knows, maybe in 10 years, that's what we're going to be.
You guys are well known for your Canadian identity. What is your favorite thing about where you're from?
That's where we grew up, and that's where we have some amazing memories. We speak French, we speak English.
What I say about Montreal when people ask is that it's a great blend of cultures. You feel like you're possibly in Europe, but you're still in North America.
Can you explain why there is such a huge gap between each album released?
No, it's funny. I think that sometimes people misinterpret the fact that we take a lot of time between records, as in like, let's take a break, let's go to the beach, and like, hey, because we want to make a record, guys? That's not really what happens. We just tour so much that by the end of the cycle, it's already been a couple years, 2.5 years, that our previous record will have come out,
We should have called it a hiatus, really.
Yeah, we should just call it, because then we get
It's
more
like a
better
thing
press.
now.
Because then you get back together.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
we just went from the end of our touring cycle to writing, and then that took us a while because I guess we're perfectionists and we're anal about making sure all of our songs are, as good as we want them to be, and that takes quite a long time. So the reason we started to get back in the studio, we wanted to get back, was just because it was time to make another record.
What is the most memorable event of touring?
We were involved in a tour bus sort of accident a while back. We were driving somewhere around Chicago.
Yeah, I think around Minneapolis or Chicago, and
we'd driven all night. We usually sleep at night in a tour bus, if you're not aware of that already. So it was the early hours of the morning, maybe 6, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And our driver had been driving all night, and he had have a history of sort of getting tired.
For some reason, we kind of hired a sleepy driver, and he just fell asleep in the morning.
He fell asleep behind the wheel and drove off the road into the ditch. And fortunately, the bus stayed on 4 wheels.
Yeah, it did not tip. There was popcorn everywhere, though.
Yeah, and
the popcorn boiled on the countertop, just like.
Well, we just basically got woken up by shaking and falling out of our bunks
and him screaming.
Yeah, and the bus driver's in the front of the bus just screaming like a girl, and we're like, oh, we're all going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Plan has been famous for now 10 years and keeps surprising us every day. They are a group with great spirit and great minds. We can't wait to see what they come up next.